Here's everything you're going to need for clicker training. You're going to need to put your treats in something so that you have your hands free. This is a great treat pouch. It has a magnetic close and it lasts for a really long time. It hooks on your pants, or it also comes with a strap that wraps around your pants if you want to do that. Now you're also going to need some treats, and you want to have a variety of treats. You can start with something that's kind of not as high a value, like kibble. This is usually seen as lower value, but some dogs love it, and they'll work really hard for just a piece of kibble. So you can start with this and see if your dog is excited about it, and you can just use kibble if that works for your dog. I definitely recommend using all of your dog's food for training, because if you just put this in a bowl and they gobble it up, then they didn't really learn anything, but you can actually use each piece of kibble for training as well. And then if they're not excited about this, then you can move up in value to something that's a little bit more moist and smelly. And this is a food log, and there are different brands, but it's basically dog food. It's just a little wetter, and you can chop it up into kibble-sized pieces for your dog. And you can actually save this in the fridge for a week or so, or you can also put the pieces in the freezer, and it'll last even longer than that. And again, you just make it the same size as your dog's kibble pretty much. So if you have a smaller dog, you could really even have something like that. If you have a bigger dog, you'd cut it up into something like that. And the same goes for higher value treats. So if your dog is not interested in kibble when you're doing training, and they're not interested in this, then you move up to something higher value. And this is just some string cheese that I cut up. You can also use hot dogs or meat of different kinds, like chicken or beef or something like that, if your dog's interested in that. So basically you want to have a variety. At first you can just play with it and see what your dog gets excited about, and you always are going to be using different types of treats throughout training. And then obviously you're going to need a clicker. I recommend this one. It's called an iClick, like the letter I. And the reason I recommend this is because it's a lot softer than the other one. So yeah, go with this one. But if you happen to have this one, you can actually put some tack or silly putty or gum even on the bottom, and it will make it a softer sound. Or you can put your thumb over it, and it makes it a little softer too. But if possible, get this kind because it's just a lot simpler. So that's everything you're going to need for clicker training.